Good morning. I want to thank you for being here this morning. I'm the Reverend Dr. Beth Johnson. My pronouns are she, they. I represent the Unitarian Universalists for Justice in the Middle East and the Unitarian Universalist Advocacy Network of Illinois. And I welcome you here on behalf of my colleagues, those who are participating in the Veterans for Peace 40-day fast for Gaza, and those who are supporting the fast in numerous ways. Veterans for Peace is responding to the genocidal devastation being wrought upon Gaza, the starvation of thousands of people, incessant bombing, displacement, including the starvation of 14,000 children, who will be facing their deaths due to the Israeli government's refusal to allow humanitarian aid into Gaza. Veterans for Peace began calling for this fast to amplify the horrific, deadly conditions in Gaza. They were quickly joined by friends of Sabeel-North America, who are coordinating aspects of this fast, and you'll hear more about them from one of our speakers. The demands that are being made at this time are the resumption of humanitarian aid under UN authority to Gaza, and the U.S. stop arming Israel now. The fast is both centralized and dispersed. Beginning on May 22nd, veterans and allies are holding vigil in front of the United Nations building. As of June 6th, 745 people have joined the fast, and those are just the ones we know who've registered. The fast has garnered 48 co-sponsoring organizations nationally and those locally here in Chicago. People have joined the fast from around the U.S. and 5 other countries as dispersed fasters to say no to Israel's genocidal starvation of the Palestinians in Gaza, to tell our local communities about our commitment to fast while Gaza starves, and to lift up the demands. This fast will continue for another 20 days until June 30th, at which time, if our demands are not met, escalation will occur. This transpires as the Israeli government blocked civilian aid, taking over the Maldives, carrying local citizens, including Greta Thunberg. Former UN human rights official Craig Mock-Gibber condemned the Israeli assault on the Maldives, stating the Israeli regime has just attacked and commandeered the humanitarian ship Maldives in a blatant violation of international law. He called on the United Nations to take action in response to the attack, urging it to defend human rights and address threats to international peace and security, expel, isolate, embargo, and sanctions now. The humanitarians on the Maldives will be going back home, but this highlights Israel's disregard for international law in pursuit of their genocidal intentions. We are here today as faith leaders, called from various faiths to act. As a Unitarian Universalist, my faith calls me, and has called me for over a decade, a small amount of time, given the amount of the decades-long persecution and occupation of Palestine, to act on behalf of the Palestinian people as they struggle and fight for their freedom. My faith calls me to love, not a weak, sentimental love, but a love that feels with those who are oppressed and suffering, a love that is based in action, a love that says, yes, your heart will break, but do not turn away. A heart that's broken open can hold the world, and it holds Gaza and all of the people of Palestine. I'm fasting because love called me. I imagine knowing the death and starvation raining down on the people of Gaza and being silent. I cannot imagine. While my government is allowing this to happen, every part of my body says no. Israel's actions are morally unconscionable. They violate not only international law, but human decency. We must all act, we must speak out, we must side with love, with our Palestinian friends and siblings who are among the most bravest, most beautiful people I know, who persist despite persecution, who have faith despite heartbreaking displacement, who act despite the unmatched destructive power with which they are faced. Silence is complicity. Now you will hear from my colleagues who will tell you more about themselves. I'd like to interview